Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 29, Valentine, Schmalentine. Valentine's Day is one of those days that it seems to carry expectations, whether you want to or not. Everywhere you look, there's tons of reminders with the flowers, chocolates, cards, and constant messaging about romantic love. For some, it's a day of celebration. For others, it can feel like a quiet reminder of what isn't there. For me, it's become something else entirely. Not a day of loss, not a day of longing, just another day. And in many ways, that realization has been one of the most freeing parts of my journey. I've been single for a long time now, long enough that Valentine's Day definitely doesn't feel heavy anymore. It doesn't feel like something is missing. It just simply passes, like any other day on the calendar. The sun rises, the day unfolds, and life continues forward exactly as it should. But one thing I've learned is this. Just because I don't have a traditional Valentine doesn't mean I don't have love to give. Because I do. I show love to everyone. I showed love to my coworkers this week by putting together small Valentine baskets for each of them. Nothing extravagant, just a thoughtful little reminder that they are appreciated. Today, I tipped our waitress a little extra at lunch because you never know what someone is carrying behind their smile. And today, I also wore my Spread Love Like Jesus shirt, not as a statement, but as a reminder to myself and anyone who noticed that love never meant to be exclusive. It was meant to be shared. Because at the end of the day, that's definitely what it should all be about. One of the most important things to me has always been making sure my daughter knows how much she is loved. Not in a romantic way, of course, but in a foundational sense. Our kids need to grow up feeling secure, valued, and cherished. When they feel that kind of love, it shapes how they see themselves. It shapes how they treat others, and it teaches them how to give love freely and how to accept it without question. They learn that love isn't something you chase, it's something you live. This year, while I didn't have a traditional Valentine, I had something even more meaningful. I spent the day with my dad and Gabby. We took a trip to Watertown and made an entire day of it. We had a scrumptious lunch at Texas Roadhouse, laughing and enjoying each other's company. There's something so simple and grounding about sitting around a table together with people who have been there through every version of you throughout your life. After lunch, we went thrifting, and one of our favorite things to do is to just go down the aisles and check everything out, getting the best deals possible. As we were wandering through the aisles, pointing out silly finds and uncovering our treasures. It's not an extravagant day, and it definitely isn't elaborate, but it's us, and we love it. My dad, in his thoughtful way, bought each of us a box of chocolates, and Gabby and I exchanged gifts, because that's what we do. Gift giving has always been our love language, not because of the items itself, but because of the thought behind it, the details, the intention, and the quiet message that just says, I know you, I see you, and you matter. It's never about the price tag, it's about the care. And of course, here at home, we have no shortage of Valentines. For some people, their Valentine is their partner. For us, many of ours have fur, whiskers, and very strong opinions. We attempted to do a Valentine's photo shoot with our rescue cats wearing heart-shaped sunglasses this evening. In our minds, it was going to be adorable, but in reality, it was complete chaos. The sunglasses were rejected immediately, heads turning in every single way possible to protest, and their personal space was certainly violated, and dignity lost. It was kind of hilarious, and it was perfect because it's what we are and who we are. Because love isn't always neat, it isn't always picture perfect. Sometimes it's messy, sometimes it's loud. Sometimes it's a house full of rescued animals who trust you enough to be themselves, and that is love too. At the end of the day, Valentine's Day didn't highlight what I don't have. It highlighted everything I do have. Family, connection, thoughtfulness, and purpose. and definitely the ability to give love freely without needing anything in return. So if you found yourself alone on Valentine's Day, just know this: you are never truly alone. Love isn't reserved just for couples. It exists in family, friendships, kindness, and the small gestures that remind someone they matter. Sometimes love looks like peace, like contentment, like knowing who you are as a whole, exactly as you are. Valentine, Schmalentine, love was never meant to be limited to one person, one relationship, or one day. Love is something you carry. It's something you give, and it is something you live. And that kind of love is far more than enough.